Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And this one we are checking out the Yak-9U, which is sitting in rank 4 of the Russian tech tree at a battle rating of 4.7. Before we get into anything, I need to know if you guys want to see me try and play tanks. I've been dabbling just a little bit in rank 1 of the Russian tree, but I need to know if you guys want to see a video on it. Anyways, the Yak-9 is a little bit of a crazy plane. It's got some very strong tendencies, but it can get taken out pretty easily depending on what aircraft you're going against. But I'll tell you guys more about that during the gameplay, so let's cut right into it. Alrighty guys, we are coming up on, let's see, I guess that guy's dead. We are coming up on at 5,000 meters in the 9U. And to start things off about this plane is the climb rate. So climbing at around 290 to 300 kilometers an hour. I got to 6,000 meters in 4 minutes and 8 seconds. And just as a little comparison, the P-47 D-28, which I also, when I fly P-47s, I also climb at 300 kilometers an hour. So I figured it was a fair comparison. That made it to 6,000 meters in 5 minutes and 58 seconds. So, with that high climb rate, let's see. Watch out for those guys. With that high climb rate, you can really. We're gonna turn into this A6M5, and if he does anything funky, we'll just run away from him. Oh my gosh, I can't aim. These guns really aren't bad. I just have issues aiming. Everybody that watches my videos, I'm sure, knows about that. But back to the climb rate of this plane, it's very, very fast in a climb. That allows you to really get an early advantage on your opponents, and mostly boom and zoom with this plane. It's very good at it. Besides we're not going to go after that F4U unless he, okay. I just don't want to get caught in a dive. Or too steep of a dive. This plane's wings do rip fairly easily above 700 kilometers an hour. That is something you need to watch out for. But it's a really good boom and zoomer because of the climb rate. It's super fast. If you get into a bad situation and you already have some energy built up, you can 9 times out of 10 climb out of it. Oh, hang on. I'm getting a little distracted here, trying not to die. This plane does start to suffer a little bit in the performance department above 5,000 meters, so that is something you need to keep in mind. Planes like the P-47 and P-38, you're going to want to take care of them before they can get up to altitude, because once they get up there, their performance is crazy. I've actually been playing a lot with the P-47, so hopefully. Okay. That guy just stood still for us. So the P-47 video is going to be coming fairly soon. That's the one I'm going to work on next. But the point that I'm getting at is, if played correctly, This Yak-9 is very powerful. It's pretty maneuverable, but I know I say it's good. There's a lot of if, ands, or buts. They go along with this plane. You have to be very careful of compression, and you do have to watch your speed and your energy retention. If you get into an extended turn fight where you and your enemy are just turning circles around each other, I think that's a turn fight, but some of you might call it a rate fight. Either way, if you get into one of those, you are going to run into some issues depending on what plane you're going up against. But otherwise, I don't really have very many bad things to say about the maneuverability. I feel like for how fast this plane... Oh, let's see where we... Oh my gosh, everybody's camping the airfield. It seems like everybody at 5.0 does that. I have no idea why. But I feel like for the speed and the climb rate of this plane, it's pretty well justified that it does compress pretty bad. If it had the compression rate... Oh, hang on. If it had the compression rate of an American plane, for example, this thing would be very, very overpowered, and I lost that Corsair down there. But we're just going to climb up and away from this Spitfire for now. Get some more altitude above on him. I want him to pitch up. He might end up killing his hero. I think I made a wrong move. Trying to bleed all of his energy. See, this is what you have to watch out for here. These situations are where this plane really starts to suffer quite a bit. Just gonna get away from that guy again. Try and stay out of his guns while maintaining a shallow dive. We'll just use our power to climb out of it. I really didn't want this game to be super long, but looks like it's going to turn out that way. There's only 3 people left. I'm guessing it's that F4U. I know there's a PB4Y that's down at the airfield right now. This Spitfire's gonna run back. I bet he's out of ammo. But, see, as soon as you get to 700 kilometers an hour, you run into the speed barrier right there. I'm starting to compress a little bit, but honestly around 500 kilometers an hour the turn rate is not bad at all. No idea what my cat's doing. It's trying to distract me. I have no idea what my teammates are doing. Oh, that's great. But yeah, unfortunately you run into this quite a bit with the higher tier prop planes. Just people camping the airfield, probably because the repair costs are so high. I mean, I get it, but at that point you're just dragging the match out for no reason. I guess that Spitfire landed. I'd love to take out that F4U, but I don't think he's gonna. He's probably trying to climb away from me, but no matter what he does, I climb faster than him. I think I see him right there, and he might just be trying to distance himself. Or he's gonna circle back over that airfield. Does it crack anybody else up whenever a bomber asks for cover and there's no one around them? I can guarantee that none of the fighters are even close to that guy. Kind of getting low on fuel here, but we're gonna chase after this fighter, and as long as he doesn't turn back towards the airfield, maybe we'll get okay. And he's gonna turn back towards the airfield. It's quite unfortunate. But I'm gonna full send this guy and see what happens. I mean, he can't circle forever. That my yeah, they're just like, don't bother. Yeah, I'm afraid that's gonna be the end of this game, guys. So as always, if you enjoyed watching, make sure you leave a like down below. If you have any Warthunder tips, I always love to hear them. And if you have any planes that you want to see me fly, leave a comment down below and I will get to him eventually. Maybe. Hang on, I gotta concentrate on this guy. He's just full commit right there, but I am too. Stay out of his guns. Gonna head on with the spit. Nice. Props to that guy. I mean, he really sucks for camping the airfield for so long, but he did eventually get the pilot snipe. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Like, leave a comment if you have any Warthunder tips, planes you want to see me fly, and subscribe to the channel to see more of what I do. Otherwise, we will catch you in the next one.